Look at Randy Bennett. He's been there, as we said, for a long time, 23 years. His offense, efficient, probably the best way to put it.
It certainly is. And the last 2 years, though, Barry, it's changed a little bit because he's got Ford and Fitz. He's unleashed them in transition. He lets them play a little bit more freely. But in terms of fundamentals and schemes, they're disciplined. They're extremely efficient. Ford is the focal point. Fitz is their second weapon. And they don't have that assist-heavy point guard. Remember Emmett Narr, Della Vedova, Patty Mills. Ford and Fitz are a handful. Krebs is his X factor.
And they take care of the ball. They have one of the fewest turnovers per game rate of anybody in the country. In fact, I think they're 1 or 2.
Well, your point well taken, because they're never going to beat themselves.
Dukas for 3.
I've become a big fan of Dukas. You look at his size at 6'6", he can shoot it, rebound it. He's like a miniature Krebs in training. And he's a little bit more fluid, but he shoots it just like Tanner.
So I got to point this out. Right now on the floor for St. Mary's, 4 Australians.
I told you in the open, the WCC has gone global.
From the corner, Dukas again. And a quick timeout. Called by Mike Dunlap.
Excuse me, well, KYP, you have to know the scouting report. When you're playing against this team, Dukas is what I call no catch without being there. You got to be close enough to tell what he ate for a pregame meal. You got to smell his breath. All he needs is a second, and it's the ball movement right there. It's inside. He's in the deep corner. The pass was a little bit low, but he had his palms to the passer, and he was able to catch, lock, load, nothing but net noise.
And there was nobody even in the same area code as he was, let alone what he ate for lunch.
Well, that's why Mike Dunlap had that quick timeout. You know what's great about Mike is that you can make a mistake on offense. Listen, to err is human. And we talked about him being professorial. But you can't, when you're given a scouting report, listen, the assistant coaches put the report together. The head coach prepares it. And then as a player, it's your responsibility not just to read it, but to digest it. And you give him a couple things. He's a shooter. He's a driver. You don't have to close out on this certain player. He'll bring it to you. So that's what drives you crazy as a coach. You've got to understand and digest and then take the report onto the floor.
And he said with this team,